Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Dark Souls walkthrough. And today we're back here with our little wizard. Actually managed to bring him home, as it were. Needless to say this time around.
Again, I'm Orbeck of Vinheim, here to teach you sorceries.
Sure.
Let us begin with the basics. The ideal sorcerer bears the twin faces of the dragon. You could at least act as if you're paying attention.
Right, I thought you would be starting a lecture.
It is folly to claim lives recklessly, friend. Do not be tempted. No matter the victim's stature, every killing has a consequence. Even as I bloodied my hands, I never realized this simple truth. There I was, the very definition of a fool. I don't mean to seem overbearing, but have you forgotten? In exchange for my sorceries, you are to bring me knowledge in the form of scrolls detailing the secrets of sorcery. I hope you're not one to break a promise.
Actually, from what I read a little bit about this guy, if you don't really bring him any scroll, which is kinda actually hard to accomplish unless you don't directly give them to him, you're gonna start finding scrolls pretty early as you find them. After I think 2 or 3 bosses, if I'm not mistaken, he's gonna leave, and he's gonna leave like forever.
Oh my. This is stupendous. And the Undead Legion of Farron possesses sorceries quite unknown. Thank you for upholding your end of the bargain. I doubt I ever would have made this discovery alone. Now, let us unravel the thing, so you may put these new sorceries to use.
Not much of a sorcerer, however.
Oh my. Well, this is very unusual. It's from Ulasil, an ancient land of golden sorceries. Not even the Dragon School possesses such a long-lost scroll. What would the Xanthus scholars say with their ridiculous headwear? They would simply slaver over this find.
See some of the stuff he offers. Actually wanna buy this, but you don't even have a freaking attunement slot. Anyway, some of the basic sorceries. Soul Arrow. It doesn't even say much to you. Sorceries equip a staff and attune a sorcery at a bonfire. Doesn't even say what it does much. There's a Soul Arrow. Great Soul Arrow. Many sorceries inflict magic damage, making them effective against iron armor, tough scales, and other physically resilient material. Heavy Soul Arrow. Elementary yet practical sorcery from long ago, offers greater power but slower casting time, entailing a vulnerability that makes the sorcery trickier to handle. This is probably the nastiest one. I don't know why they have so freaking many types of arrows. Sorcery which improves upon Heavy Soul Arrow. Sorceries are a logical discipline where strength influenced by the caster's intelligence. And this is probably some kind of pulling tool. I'm not sure what these are used for. They're the weakest of the bunch. They cost very little and also do very little damage. Variant of Soul Arrow developed by sorcerer of the Undead Legion of Farron, Pyromancy Soul Dart. Well known among the Farron sorceries, it is lured far and wide due to its ease of use. I don't really need much way of magic to learn some of this cheaper one. This one powerful, it's probably does double damage I think, but it's not much to begin with. Entrusted to the leader of the Legion's acolytes and apparently a sorcery of his daughter Hyssel. It was refined by a crystal city. Oh, the sorcery, yeah. Okay. Farron Hail. This one looks very very pretty. It's like that a guy that invades in the swamp, shoots a lot of the smaller things. It doesn't do such great damage though. Entrusted to the leader of the Legion's acolyte. Oh, it's in freaking description. Almost. That is a cascade of soul darts. This one I kinda like, as it looks cool, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Sorcery developed primarily for sorcerer swordsmen. Attack with a great sword formed from souls. The ephemeral blade only exists as an extension of the caster, but its power is set to rival that of a physical greatsword. Not really. Even the most obstinate magic purists may resort to this spell in times of crisis. It's very good to clear crowds, but I used it in the Deacons of the Deep fight, and god damn, it was doing like 80 damage per freaking mob, and god damn, I gonna start swinging my sword. And this is the smaller version, alteration of the Soul Greatsword developed by a sorcerer of the Undead Legion of Farron. The Legion has a tendency to emphasize speed over power, and this practical alteration of an existing sorcerer is no exception. Basically, it says it's very fast and it looks a lot smaller and it's not as amazing. Anyway, magic weapon. The power of the Sorcerer Swordman of Vinheim is predicated upon this and magic shield. Many warriors learn sorcery just for this enchantment. Yeah, it's a pretty decent one. Don't need a lot of intelligence to use it. It's a pretty nice one as well. Shields augmented by magic have higher stability and damage absorption. Even smaller shields can be toughened considerably with the use of a spell, but the next one is the one I'm maybe gonna try to reach and use. We'll see. Spook. It's a pretty nice spell. Sorcerer developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim School, Dragon School, masks noises of the caster and prevents fall damage. Mostly the leather I use it for. I like to until you get one of the rings that prevents falling damage is pretty useful. Her mastery of this sorcery alone allows Vinheim spooks to demand handsome payment of their services. Oral decoy. The sound carries with it a strangely infectious resonance that may cause one to stray from their post and expose their back. Pestilent Mercury. I can't wait to reach enough intelligence to use this one on my sorcerer. Highly dangerous sorcery employed by Dragon School spooks, only taught to trusted members. Releases Mercury that eats away at hit points. Beware, as the caster is not immune to its effect. The body caught in the silent Mercury cloud lies still, while the face twists in a tortured scream. The name of this learned sorceress became fear for this gruesome spectacle. Castlight. This is mostly the Ulasil sorcery, which are basically more utilitarian. Lost sorcery from Ulasil, land of the ancient golden sorceries. Cast a light to illuminate surroundings. This light producing magic is elementally, but nonetheless demonstrates the pure nature of golden sorcery, the likes of which have not been developed even at the Dragon School. Right, repair. This is kinda useful, but it's a little bit too much magic for me to learn. And unlike other games which had some mobs that would destroy your equipment, and this one I don't think I found any yet. Repairs equipped weapons and armor. Includes weapons with exhausted durability. While the effect of this spell are rather subtle, its foundation are a well-guarded secret. Light is time, and the reversal of its effect is a forbidden art. It's more of a PvP spell, I guess. The weapon itself undergoes no inherent changes. Effective use of this, like any tool perhaps, is reliant upon the ingenuity of its caster. Basically, to hide your weapons so most players don't know what you're using. and the length of the weapon. Hidden body. Although perfect invisibility is unachievable due to the risk of dissipation, the caster need only stand still for a moment to blend into environs with astounding camouflage. And this, I can't wait to try this out, but it needs a little bit of intelligence. A closely guarded light manipulation spell that contours the very fabric of fundamental laws, negating magic by denying its claim to physicality. Distorts light in order to deflect magic. I wonder if, I don't think it was exactly like this silence spell, but I'm gonna have to try that out a little bit. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, this one. From what I understand, this hand is tied to a little bit of story with Siris, with NPC. She's hunting some dude, which is his grandfather, which we meet, the one that gives us the Mound Maker's Covenant thing. That's her grandfather. She's hunting her, and this is the grandmother, and that's why she asks you about the thing.
Well met, Ashen One.
Although this is a little bit of speculation, though. But I'm pretty sure they're right.
Ashen One, what woeful umbral ash is this? This barren dust, stuff of a fool, won't yield aught. Where didst thou happen upon the stuff? Tell me for the sport.
I don't think anything changes, but...
Oh yes, I see.
Anyway.
Clinging to lofty dreams in this dying world, more's the pity. It must come from one most foolish indeed. Wouldst thou not agree?
I don't know what to tell you, lady. You don't know the guy. And we get a lot of new stuff. Should get this. I think we get the rings, maybe. The hat, most likely. I think we get this armor, the Undead Legion armor, after we kill the boss. This as well, I think we get with the dust. Never really taken stock to everything she renews every time I give Ash. I'm gonna end up getting most of the armors anyway. It's later on the prices of the armor is not gonna be a big problem. I'm gonna start earning a lot of freaking souls by the end of the game, so it's not gonna be a problem buying a lot of them. Alrighty, and I think I'm gonna do this a little bit on pieces, because it seems that YouTube sometimes has problem with processing bigger episodes, so I might do this in chunks. Probably stopping at the first bonfire and such, like Catacombs. Gotta be careful around this place, because these dudes like to come back sometimes. There's actually no no necromancers here either, so I'm glad about that. These guys are a bit more oops, daisy, I forgot this one doesn't have a Taiwan. Why don't you take a dive, buddy? Oh, a dive. Play fall to your dear suit. Hello. What that does, buddy. Take a dive as well. Alrighty. It's gonna get full of skeletons soonish. Don't know what the trick is, which ones respawn or not. Try looking, I know they have better those glowing eyes, but it doesn't seem to tell you if they come back or not. There's a little bit of a trick, but it's gonna take a little bit of a while to get this ring, which absorbs health. And then when they actually die, it does like that yellowish smoke that you get when you get a new flask from killing stuff. And that's probably gonna tell you when they actually die. But we're gonna get that all the way at the end of this place, so doesn't help us much till then. And be careful with these guys that hold their sword like this, because they're gonna parry you. They're not gonna do a lot of damage, but yeah. Still nasty. I think actually they probably reduced the damage a little bit. So I remember coming here on my dexterity character and getting fried the first time doing that, and I lost a lot of health, of almost dying, I think. And I play also with a caster and very little damage. Anyway, really like doing that, don't you? Your skydives, Supermans and whatever. Come on, I'm pretty sure one of you grows back a limb, no? Now these guys are a lot more nastier. Ah, too bad I didn't get to backstab your ass. Yeah, buddy. Got some nice moves there. Say. I like how these guys fight, and they're pretty dangerous. But really not the dangerous ones yet. Whoa. Damn. I'm gonna backstab you a little bit. That's right. Had something around here. Titanite shard. Okay. Now, as you can see, it gets a little bit more crowded. Luckily enough, you can oopsie daisy. Can swing wildly at them. I remember when these guys appeared in the first one, they blocked a lot more. These guys seem to attack more. Hello, wow, what's the matter?
Oh, hello. How very fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace? To my shame,
Not
I was
really.
snared by a trap and we've become separated. I've not been able to find him since.
Since
I
no.
see. Horace is a valiant knight. He can look after himself, no question. He's probably searching for me right now, with twice the resolve. If you happen upon him, please tell him that I remain in the catacombs.
Okay.
And will lay prism stones to guide him, as always. Please send
I
him my
don't think I
word.
saw any yet.
I beg of you.
I
May the
don't know
flames
how
guide
these
your
guys
way.
travel. Never seem to intersect each other.
If you happen upon Horace, that I remain and will please send me the.
Okay. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, don't worry, I'm coming for you soonish. They shoot some big freaking arrows, I have to say. On my caster, I had one freaking stuck in my head from the first bowman we found. shooting from a box. I think he stuck like three arrows on my head because I didn't have as much damage as this one, and those two skeletons that came from the bridge, they kinda a little bit of a headache. But this guy's goddamn. These guys are really nasty. Whoa. Actually, the nasty part of all of them, they dodge a lot, and the bleed is probably gonna mess you up at some point. Nope. And yes, secret. Hello. Wow, broke down after a heavy hit. Okay. Hello. Take a dive. Yeah. Take a dive. Too bad this doesn't lead to anything besides your death. And I don't remember what this was. Ooh, Carthus Pyromancy. Very nice. Pyromancy Tome from Carthus, containing pyromancy crafted for battle. Give to the old master pyromancer to learn advanced pyromancies of the Great Swamp. It's kind of weird. It's Cartus, I think it's the sandy place we get transported back in the second one, I think. Kinda like that place. Carthus pyromancy is developed in isolation from other forms, explaining their divergent evolution. It's pretty weird. I save them for Cartus and you're gonna get taught sorceries from the Great Swamp. Okay, yeah. Misstep in translation, maybe. The first time I got here, people said, "Ooh, trap, what the fuck?" I didn't see any trap. But if you pay attention around here, a trap. Pretty nasty. For some reason I managed to go completely around it. Okay, how should I do this? I should probably go and kill those archers, those annoying archers. Do a little bit of a trick around here. You can do it right at the beginning, but it's not gonna help you as much. We're gonna do some sneaky stuff. And the other one. Venge, sucker. Fortunately, there's no trick around here or anything. And there's a little bit of a trap. Yeah, if you start from up there, it's probably gonna be very nasty. Never actually tried to kill that thing. That's very interesting thing about it, that it can go uphill, and I thought, what the flux is going on? But actually, as you can see, they reach out forward and they drag the ball around the skeleton. It's a pretty interesting concept. I have to say, props for originality there. I'm pretty sure you can't have to actually kill it, although I would have liked to. What the fuck are you doing, buddy? Hey! Stop sleeping on the job, damn it. I'm raiding the place and all. And here's our first bonfire, but but our gate is broken. I don't know when this thing stops, but at some point it will, and it's gonna drop something. Pretty nice bone shards. I don't know how many times it takes to break, but yeah. Anyway, around here we're gonna find a very interesting guy that throws some very interesting stuff at us. Sure you're the one that resurrects? Yes, you are. I'm pretty sure if you use a blessed weapon, they're not gonna res back. If it works the same as in previous games. Oh, I broke you. Oh, you're messing me up. Yes, that's the very interesting way to use throwable weapons. I should probably equip one of these shields because I'm gonna need it later on. I love the break shield animation the swords does. It costs mana, but at least I don't have to hope that I do the kick. And kick is also a lot freaking slower. Freaking slower anyway. Whitey. There's a bit of a quick around here. Keep doing this. Something nasty is gonna happen. Right. Spawns those nasty things. And that's not it. Some of them are standing on some of those ground traps. And you should try to break as few as you can. Although if you do it with a weapon, it's a lot safer. Oh, it's tracking. One of the traps is around here, I think. Sure there was one on the middle. I am totally sure there's one right over here. Ooh, that one triggers them all, I see. Okay then. Carthus Milkring, interesting name. This is a very nice ring. Ring worn by warriors of the Sand Kingdom Cartus. Slightly boosts dexterity and obscures the wearer while rolling. The sword techniques of Carthus allows for fluid movement with a curved sword. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. They live for their High Lord Wolnir, conqueror of most kingdoms known to their people. I think I'm gonna equip this. Oh, I don't know why I'm using the flame one. I could have equipped something a little bit more useful. It actually gives, I think, free dexterity. What is it? Yep. I use it a lot on my dexterity character. It shouldn't be a big yes. Whoa! Okay. Should be a little bit more careful. Can actually trap some of these guys in the do you walk over it? Yes you do, but you don't actually trigger. That's interesting. I should probably use this one. Oopsie daisy. Come back, do ya? This really poison breaks one. Too bad you have the stump. Be nicer to use a flame weapon around here because it kinda messes skeletons up. Alright. Oh. Now I'm heavy. Well, in that case... Don't wake up one. Nice try, buddy. Oh. Kinda me being mean with that shield. Wow, okay. Well, that didn't work. Working exactly. Why didn't you keep your shield up? Working exactly where I don't mess them up with the trap. Gonna fall down here. That's probably gonna be a death sentence. 40 minutes. Probably gonna clear the downstairs, but not gonna do the boss just yet. Anyway, our nice bonfire. Well, we didn't use a lot of health potions, so I'm go like this. Mighty. Yeah, call me when you break, damn it. I wanna loot whatever you're dropping. Right. Whoa. Where'd you come from? Ah, damn it. Right. I remember farming rats a whole lot in the first one, but yeah. Usually drop the thing that made you hook back to human. Like these things. So, remember you. Got a pretty big freaking sword, buddy. Okay. It's like you got a bigger sword then. Wow. Maybe not. Yeah, this is like sumo wrestling. Oh shit. Okay, buddy. Fuck you. Up the grass. My fangs. Oh, I remember this guy kicked my ass and gave me the... He does the emote after he kills you. Really pissed me off. Nightwing, I don't remember. I think that one does a lot more damage when you're blocking. When you're hitting blocking enemies. Enemies lose more stamina when guarding attacks. Yes. Ring of the Savage Tsorig. More commonly known as the Night Slayer. Enemies lose more stamina when guarding attacks. Long ago, Tsorig engaged the guardians of an ancient city in a bloody confrontation and returned with their rings as his prize. Still frozen on their dismembered fingers. Nice job, dude. Alright. Probably equip this for this part. It's gonna be raining stuff. Very nasty stuff. I think if one falls on my head. I don't know. Looks like he doesn't. Oh well. They don't wanna feed, they don't wanna feed. Alright. Looks like we're seeing the animation. Freaking nasty. They don't do as much damage as the guys from the church. But yeah, they're still very it's acceptable to fire damage. And these guys, goddamn, I hated these mobs back in the first game. Now they're not as bad though. Actually hitting them while they're rolling is gonna unbalance them. Which makes this a lot easier, and they don't do as much damage as they used to. It's fine. Hopefully I'm gonna start farming at some point. They actually drop a shield which does the same thing they do. You roll around with it. I never seen how it works, but I'm really looking forward on this one, because I'm gonna go high enough with the strength to actually use the damn thing. It's almost a kind of tower shield. I wonder how freaking much strength it requires to actually wield it. Right. Oh, I wanted to hit you while you were rolling. To do the unbalanced thing. I really remember a very annoying place. I think it was on the first game. It was this pit. Before Nito, I think it was one of the Lords of Death or something, and man, it had a lot of those guys in the same chamber and they will run at you. That was freaking hard. You don't get an instance like this in this game, but yeah, I wasn't looking for that, to replay that. I kinda noticed this game became quite a lot more manageable than previous installations of the series. It's a lot easier to do the areas. The bosses are still pretty toughish, although even the boss kinda dropped in difficulty a little bit. Either that or I'm handling it way too well. And now we got the other ring of Carthus. A ring worn by the warriors of the Sand Kingdom Carthus. Costs rolling invincibility at a cost of defense. The sword techniques of the Cartus allow for... yeah, this is the same message. It's gonna cut quite a lot of your freaking resistances actually. Let's see, does it show? Yeah, and as you can see, the absorption part, I think it's in percentages if I'm not too wrong. And yeah, as you can see, it drops really much. Well, anyway. Whoa. I kinda I'm using the program that is supposed to lock the cursors, but I noticed that it doesn't actually lock it. Mostly makes it that you have to drag it a lot on the corner to actually move to the next screen. I think that's what happened there. Anyway, pretty annoying thing, and it looks like this freaking boulder hasn't had its end of fun yet. Yeah, keep rolling, buddy. Okay, more of this, guys. Whoa. My my turn. They're very ninja-like, I have to say. It's probably their intended purposes. Being some kind of assassin. I'm not remembering. It's this one. Don't actually have to fragment one, I just wanna come on this side. Whoa. I don't mind if you're they also do this kind of crouch. As you saw there that we're gonna hit on top of their head and not touch them. Yeah. Oh. Nice, you deserve this one, buddy. I don't remember, I think there's one that actually comes back to life. Yes, you do. And later on, you can actually, if you're not careful, there's gonna be two of these guys. One next to the other, and if you don't pull them, it's gonna get hairy. I remember I was doing a cooperation thingy, and I got to that place and the guy just pulled both of them. Luckily we had two phantoms, me and some other guy, and it wasn't as hard. Anyway, what we picked? What kind of ashes did we pick now? Grave Wardens, okay. We're holding a cookery area. Umbral Ash of the Grave Warden of the Catacombs of Carthus. With this, the shrine handmaid will prepare new items. The old man began as a squire carrying his master's accoutrements. He ended his days as a grave warden and carrying them still. Pretty weird. Some people usually don't have squires, they actually don't even have freaking knights. Okay, these guys are a lot nastier because they have two weapons and they're gonna start swinging a little more wildly than the usual ones. Luckily this one doesn't raise up. Alright. He seems to do a lot of larger swings. I think you rise up, do ya? No, you don't. And this is probably the only guy like this you find the whole game. The guy has a freaking bow. Cartus Rouge. This one's basically a fire enchantment. Or was it bleeding? Oh, I think it's bleeding, this one. Highly viscous scarlet plant secretions. Temporarily applies bleeding effect to the right hand weapon. Associated with a warrior of Cartus, whose blades take on the scarlet hues of both this sanguine substance and the spatters of their victim's blood. Nasty. Although I don't know why you would use that freaking thing around here, because all of them... What the heck? I have to say, these guys are pretty weird. I wonder if they do something special. Oh, don't tell me you're the guys I have to kill for the boulder to stop area. Ah, I see. Oh, I see. This is the trick, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. Dark gem. I figured it out. Nice. Guess there's some kind of casters, maybe. Who knows? Oh, God damn it. It's hiding my freaking OBS. God damn. But I think we're gonna end it around here. It's pretty we're killing this guy. Whoa, didn't swing too well down there. Right. And this kind of suspended bridge is wearing thin. This kind of spoils the secret, I guess. But I think I'm gonna leave this on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but I'm gonna do the episodes back to back. I'm doing the episodes smaller, as I said in the beginning, because it makes it a lot easier on processing. I still didn't manage to get that old episode processed, probably because it's so long. So yeah, I'm gonna do smaller chunks to make it a lot easier for me and YouTube. Well, anyway, if you like my video, please leave a like, maybe a comment, or maybe a subscribe, or check out my Twitch channel, and I'm gonna catch you on my next video. Laters.